Testing, testing, testing. Hi there, guys. My name is Rohan, and today we are going to be talking about the science of spice. Today we're going to be talking about we're going to be everything about spice. What is it? How do we cool it down? And also, how spicy is the spiciest spice and all that stuff, okay? So as I said before, you may be eating a pepper, let's say, and you ate it and your tongue felt like it was on fire. But how does that happen? Why does your tongue feel on fire? How do you cool it down? Why does wasabi make your eyes water and your nose burn? And how spicy is the spiciest spice? Well, in order to understand all of this, we first have to know what is spice in the first place, okay? So one thing to get straight is that spice is not a taste, in fact. Unlike sweetness and bitterness, right? Spice, what it is that inside of the pepper, let's say, are these compounds that activate a certain sensor, okay, called the polymodal nociceptor, okay? Now, these guys, okay, are all over our body, including our nose and our tongue. And the thing is, these guys are sensitive to heat. So whenever you eat one, yeah, they activate them, and your body the reason why you feel like your tongue is on fire is because your brain actually thinks that your tongue is really on fire, even though it's actually not, but it thinks it is, okay? So this is the reason why when we eat it, basically, since our body thinks it's on fire, it does the specific precautions to cool it down, such as us sweating, right? Our heart beats faster, and it activates our flight or fight response, okay? But the thing is, not all spices are spicy in the same way, as in, some spices have different outcomes. For example, pepper, right, has these. I forgot the spelling or the pronunciation of this, but there are some types, for example, in peppers, which are more bigger, and well, the molecules and compounds are a bit more bigger and stay in the mouth. That's how our tongue gets on fire, right? While some, like in wasabis, okay, allow them to are light enough and small enough to float up to our nostrils and eyes, hence making them water and making it feel like our noses are on fire, okay? Now there's that to that. Now let's also answer the question, how spicy is the spiciest spice, okay? Now we have to look at the Scoville scale, okay? Scoville scale. For example, it basically detects how spicy a spice is. For example, a bell pepper has a unit of 0. Okay, Toba- tobacco sauce, okay, has a rating of 1,200 to 1,400 units. Okay, but the top spiciest peppers, that's just an entire different war. But to sum it up, there are two of them that are considered to be the top, okay? the Toron the Trinidad Not the Toronto, but the Trinidad Mirage Scorpion and the Carolina Reaper. Those two peppers have around 1.5 to 2 million units on the scale, is only half of the rating of pepper spray, which has the highest Scoville scale rating. Okay? But why do us humans actually do this? Well, why have we been doing it? Okay? So we don't know, actually understand why and when did we start doing this? Like, why do we even do it? Why should we do it, right? Well, when did we start eating pepper and spices? When that happened is still unknown, but the furthest dated back to 23,000 years old mustard, which was found in some tombs. Okay, while we don't know what spices meant back then, with mustard being a spice and being found in tombs 23,000 years old, well, we don't know what they could still be used in food, right? Or they could be used as just decorations or even medicine, but we don't know. The recentest ancient spice 6,000 years ago in a crock pot, okay, which mainly had some food, fish, meat, and some more mustard. Now, most people think, well, one theory is that people would eat spice to kill off bacteria. Now, it is also known that spices back then were grown more in more hotter countries, okay? And those areas also had prominent bacteria as well, so maybe possibly. But why do we still eat spices now? Well, it's still unknown as to why we do it or when did this happen, but most people do it as in for a thrill, like riding on a roller coaster. They like to do it for the thrill of it, okay? And that's just maybe one way of saying it, but that's basically mostly what the science of spice is. Now, the reason why we do it today, for the thrill, for the fun of it. Why not? Maybe a little kick, a taste, something like that. That's basically the science of spice. That's basically it. Thank you for watching this video and hope to see you next time. Bye bye!